Yo, what's up, Street Talks? Air Kim. Alright, the thought. The difference between happiness and freedom. So, the more I philosophize about this, I'm starting to think that happiness is kind of for like herd cow animals, and freedom is for kind of great-souled, magnanimous individuals. So I think most of us think that we want to be happy in life, but what's the difference between, you know, human happiness, like kind of like a bovine, cow-like happiness, versus being a free man? So for example, the Persians and even a lot of the Athenians were kind of this like soft, weak, flabby peoples who focus too much on hedonistic pleasures, like if you ever watch the movie 300, whereas like the Spartans, hard, cold, austere, severe peoples who are actually free. And they might be less quote-unquote happy in that sense, but better to be free, this is my thought, better to be free and miserable than to be happy and enslaved. So, you know, there's lots of different stories based on the ideas. So like, for example, you know, if you're a lapdog of a wealthy prince, but you're a slave animal dog thing, that sucks, it's bad. Better to be a wild wolf who's always kind of hungry and starving and always on the brink of danger, but at least you got your freedom. So a lot of philosophers have thought about this over the years, and the more I think about it, the more I think I agree too, is that better to be a poor entrepreneur, self-employed, than to be a wealthy, self-employed employed person at Google, Apple, Amazon, whatever. So the heuristic is, you know, if you're free, if you don't derive your income from a company, a boss, or an institution or external source. If you pay yourself and you actually pay your employees, you're probably a free man. Now, I don't think everyone wants to be free, and that's totally cool too, because like no one should force you to have to become an entrepreneur or self-employed. Like, yo, once again, it's a free country, it's a free world. You could do whatever you want and whatever you don't want to do. And the more interesting question to me is like, what are you willing to sacrifice? What do you really believe in, and what do you care for? So for me, I value having like 100% autonomy over my time, my schedule, my thoughts, my activities, and so forth. And therefore, as a consequence, I structure my life and my activities and my money-making stuff, whatever, that allows me to have free reign over my time, my schedule, my mind, versus, let's say, you know, I was a director of marketing at Facebook, and if I'm working 15 hours a day and, you know, I can't go a day without checking my inbox, then I probably don't have true freedom. So why is this important? I think this is important because we just need to change our values in life. The more we focus on freedom and being liberty, right? Liber means free man. I think the better and happier we'd all become. But once again, this is just my opinion, this is just my thoughts. So, you know, when we tend to think about happiness, we tend to think about hedonistic pleasures, like, you know, sexual or, you know, financial, or eating a lot of sweets and stuff like that, and which is good, right? Like, I mean, a life without that stuff wouldn't be a good life. But at the same time, I don't think we should make the purpose of our life to be hedonism maximizing individuals, which is kind of like, not quite, but like kind of in the school of Epicurus. Better to be a stoic, cold-hearted and miserable yet free, than to be like kind of this soft, you know, cow, bovine type of happiness. So freedom's not free. What you gotta pay for it, maybe poverty, simple lifestyle, you know, not having all the toys and the bells and whistles that you want. But certainly there's no sweeter juice than the juice of freedom.